So I recently did a consultation, a mentoring coaching session with a therapist who wants to start a therapy practice, and they're probably, I think he said he was about a year out. So he had some questions. What should I do now? I'm less than a year out. How do I prepare? What's the best thing to do right now to work on and focus on to make my future practice a success? And I love doing these types of conversations. So I'm doing a webinar on how best to set up to start a therapy practice, the basics. What do you need to do right now to make your future practice a success? So be sure to go to startatherapypractice.com/webinars. You can sign up for that free webinar that's coming up. I'm also opening enrollment to the Academy of Private Practice this month. If you're watching this in the future, I open enrollment the first month of each quarter. So that's 4 times a year that I open enrollment. I have to kind of control the flow of new enrollees because I want to give personal attention to each new member. If you're curious what the Academy of Private Practice is, you can join me on the webinar. So I demonstrate, hey, here's what this is at the very end of the webinar. You don't have to stick around for it to get the benefit of the webinar, but if you're curious about what the Academy is, you certainly can join me there, or go to startatherapypractice.com/academy. It's mentorship, it's training, and it's community. That's the simplest thing that I can explain what the Academy of Private Practice is. It's the best tool that I have for you to start a practice. But I want to get back to this consultation that I had with this therapist who's, I think he said he's 3 or 4 years out of school, and he knows he wants to start a practice. So what I start doing at that point is start asking questions. I want to know this therapist's mindset. Where are they at right now? Where do they want to be at in 3, 6, 10 years? What do they want to do? What vision do they have? And so here's some things that I suggested. First, I suggested, because he's working for the man right now. There's no shame in working for the man. You can learn a lot working for the man. But what I suggested is he's got some time. He's working for the man. Is start creating content, start writing articles, start creating some videos, start creating case studies of clients that you're treating right now, and gathering all that information. Because guess what? When you actually start a business, you're not going to have time or as much time to do those tasks, but they're so important, all right? The next thing that I suggested was to set up certain aspects of his business. And I go over in the webinar what those tasks are that you can go ahead and set up parts of your business right now, okay? So that's why you want to sign up for the webinar, so I can go through those steps of what to do right now to, things to put in place for your business right now. All right, the next thing I suggested was to start networking locally. All right, start reaching out in the community, talking to people, letting people know, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Do you have any suggestions? And start making that, it's kind of like greasing the wheels, priming the pump of starting your business, all right, networking in the local community. So then the other thing I suggested was, if you're treating clients right now, go ahead and start asking them questions. Questions like, why did you choose this place, our place right now, for receiving therapy? What motivated you to start receiving therapy? Who did you hear about us from? What have you mostly benefited from therapy? Start asking those questions and documenting the answers, because even though you think you're going to remember all those answers, you won't. So document those answers. I love using Evernote. I have all kinds of thoughts and ideas in Evernote. So however you want to document and catalog those good ideas, you need to start doing that. So be sure to join me on the webinar, startatherapypractice.com/webinars. Bring your questions, okay? Bring your questions, and I hope to see you there. And until next time, Godspeed to you in your practice.